Jayson Tatum this year, coming in as a 19-year-old, you know what that's like to be a teenager coming into this league. What are some of the things that kind of helped your transition as a teenager coming into this man's league?
I think just being humble and working hard, coming in with a mentality to get better every single day, and not thinking, being content. That's one of the things that I'm going to try to help him with. I want him to be humble and come in wanting to learn and wanting to get better every single day, working harder than everybody else. If he has that mentality, he seems like he's a good kid. I haven't got a chance to meet him yet, but I feel like if he has that mentality, he's going to be fine. We have a great group of guys, great coaching staff, so he should be fine.
With free agency about to start, you anticipating a lot of changes around here?
I don't know. We'll see. One thing I do know is that our front office, they do a great job. Danny Ainge, coaching staff, the owners, they do a great job of getting the right guys in here, and I'm confident that they'll make whatever's best for the Celtics. And so I know there could be some changes, or there might not be, but I do know they're going to make the best decisions for our team.
Do they communicate with you at all, or have they communicated with you at all?
We do, but me personally, I try not to get involved in any of that. Of course, I would like to play with some guys and have some suggestions, but at the end of the day, I think those guys, they're hired to be in that position for a reason. So I sit back and I just make sure I'm prepared to be the best player I can be for our team.
Do they ever ask you for your opinion?
Sometimes they do, and I give a little bit, but like I said, I try not to worry about it too much because it's out of my control at the end of the day.
A lot of guys get named, or names get mentioned as possible trade fodder or whatever.
Yeah.
And you ever worried when you hear your name?
I don't. That's another thing that is out of my control, so I don't worry about it. I know that if that was the case and I happen to get traded, Celtics are going to do whatever's best for them, and I'm going to have to do whatever's best for me once I'm put in a different situation. So I don't worry about it. Our job is to play basketball, not worry about trades. So I just try to focus on that.
Does it get easier to put that kind of stuff in perspective as you get older and you kind of?
I think it is, because it's part of the business, man. You just have to accept it and understand that your name's going to be thrown in trade talk. You could get traded at any time. You just have to be prepared and focus on just being the best player that you can be, because it doesn't matter if you get traded or where you end up. If you're prepared to be in any situation, you should be fine.
It's been kind of a crazy offseason already with all the deals that have been made between teams. Fans certainly get into it. As a player, do you get into it at all? Do you follow this stuff? No.
I don't. I haven't paid attention to it. Obviously, the one that sticks out to everybody is the Jimmy Butler one, which I think I wish the best for him. I wish the best for both teams, but I think it's fun for the league, man. More teams are going to be competitive. Yeah, you have some teams that are going to be really good. I mean, Minnesota adding a guy like that is really going to help. And not only that, Zach LaVine, I mean, those guys, those are some good players that are a part of that trade. And Chicago, they're getting some very good young players as well. So just making our league more fun, more competitive. So I'm always up for that.
Were you surprised that you guys didn't seem to make a run at Jimmy Butler? And do you think that's a sign that you guys might have different plans?
I want to say I was surprised. Could have made a run for him. Just a little too late, obviously. No, it could mean we have different plans, or it could mean he was our first option and we couldn't get him, and now we're moving on to the second. But I haven't asked, and I honestly, I care, but I know that Danny will make the best decision. I trust him. He has in all these years that I've been here. He's been making the right decisions for our team. No matter what people thought about him at the time, they always ended up to work out. So I respect those guys, and I know that they do a great job. So.